I'm going to illustrate the differences between male and female forms. There are some very basic differences between male and female form. And over here, we're going to have the man, and over here, we're going to have the woman. The woman. Okay, so they both have heads, we should hope. And here's form 1. Females in general are shorter and smaller. There's her legs. Okay. The male head in generally is larger than the female head. But in relation to the rest of their body, the female head looks larger than her body because her body is much smaller in relationship to her head. So in relationship to her body, that is the size of her head as compared to her body, here's, and I'm exaggerating it here, same size head here and here. Here's, so do you see how over here the head looks bigger because the body is smaller? That's the female. If you were to take this head here and compare it to this head here is larger. But optically, it will look smaller in relationship to the body it's on. Male shoulders are more squared. The chest area itself is kind of more blown out here at the top. This kind of like box. The chest is more built up here. All these muscles here are more built up here at the top. And that's why it seems like they don't have hips, because basically this whole muscle build up here sort of makes their hips disappear. Not disappear, but anyway. So basically, in their silhouette, there's more of just a straight line from here on down, in general. And overall, males are more muscular and their muscles are more defined. So when you get into detail, you want to make all their muscles stand out more and more definition. What they mean by definition is that they create more lines, and what it is that females have a soft overall fat tissue that makes it so their muscles, I'm not talking about whether they're fatter or not, but their muscles they're softer and smoother and more rounded, whereas male muscles are going to have more shape within shape. You'll see like with a female muscle, a muscle may be just as simple as this shape here, whereas the same muscle in a male will have, this more angles, more definition. The female torso, on the other hand, is much slimmer. Her hips are larger in relation her hips may be the same size as the male hips, but what happens is that, for one thing, here's a side view. This happens. Their structure happens to where their hips, the whole angle is angles out like that, creating that, the lower back here. And the same thing in a male, that never happens. The male hips never change that angle. So there is this kind of like upside down keyhole that is the overall torso hip shape here, where you can see the chest area is much smaller in a female. All of this muscle mass is just not there like in the male.
Thank you for watching this tutorial. It's made so that more people can be told about an illustrated film. Episodes of the film are posted at solomation.com. New episodes are posted as they are finished. All episodes will be free, available to watch at solomation.com when the project is completed. If you like these tutorials, you can help out by telling a friend about them and by taking a few minutes to watch the film.
Female neck, much slimmer. Oops. Male neck, much thicker. You want to draw a male, draw a thick neck. Shorter neck, you want to draw a female. Longer neck, thinner neck. When drawing females, keep in mind that everything has more of a curve, more of when you're drawing female legs, it's more of, you want everything to kind of have this continuity of curvature to it. And that's definitely kind of an underlying feminine trait that shows in all their features. And you can draw strong, muscular women, but keep in mind that strength is going to be different in women than in men. It's kind of like the difference between the strength of a deer and the strength of a rhinoceros. Females have more of an elegant overall structure. Okay, and let's go to another page here. So the other apparent overall difference between male and female are the breasts, and let's see here. So let's go ahead. We don't need to do a comparison here. Overall female shape, making a big mess on the page, but it doesn't matter because we know that we're amazing artists anyway. I know that you don't need me to draw you pretty pictures, you can draw your own. But hopefully you'll discover that there's things to be learned. So, female torso, throwing the hips back. She's walking down the street. Okay, so breasts. Basically, I should zoom in here. So here's the neck area. Hello. How to do? Okay. You have here Okay. You know that thing on the chest, that divot, and where these two bones are here on the chest, the clavicle. Here the shoulders coming out here. So that divot here, around the area, and then this is, we think the arms start at the shoulder. The arms actually start back here inside, this bone here. This whole area where the neck joins into the chest at the very front. What you want to do is draw a 90-degree angle hanging off there. So what I'm talking about, a 90-degree angle is basically, this is a 90-degree angle. It's the angle that you get at the side of a house or, anything square. And what you do is you hang it. Imagine it hanging here. You want to hang it off of here, and what that's going to do is show you where the breasts are on the chest. Now, there are as many different kinds of breasts as there are different kinds of hairdos. Breasts, their shape is subject to much more changeability, I think, than most other parts of the body besides the hair. If you want to draw an old woman, her breasts, are, can be like this if she hasn't worn a bra, as an example. And they're an important part of a character. When you're drawing characters, age is a part, mothers have larger breasts, just consider this. And so, when I'm drawing my characters, most of the time I end up clothing them, but understanding the character of their breasts is a great way for character differentiation. So, as long as you understand, kind of where you place the breasts on the chest area. Here's the chest barrel, the front of the chest barrel. Then what you can do is kind of consider the character of the breasts and gravity. And is the character in motion? And so as breasts get larger, they hang more. The smaller they are, the perkier they are. And if she's wearing a bra, it usually pulls the breasts closer to each other. So just factors to keep in mind. And remember that breasts change the overall silhouette of females. And that's one way you can illustrate if your character is male or female. And I hope that helps. Please take the time to check out the illustrated film I'm working on at solomation.com. And I hope you have a good day.